like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth on LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence up with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yeah, we got that merch for the ladies, and yes, we even got that merch for the babies, and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man, y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comment section. Press 1 if you guys can hear me in the comment section. Got a mic check, 1 2 1 2. Salute to everybody for tapping on in. Got a quick mic check, man. Appreciate all y'all support the channel. Everybody that's up here in their Cash App, PayPal, showing love, and everybody that subscribes to the video. And I want everybody to understand this. On my channel, I pride myself on being real and being honest. I don't have no allegiance to none of these suckers, right? So I don't want you coming in here crying and getting upset every time I have a video on Donald Trump. I don't want to hear that. A lot of people have an issue whenever you speak about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a man just like every other man in this world. He is not a god. He is not some type of person without flaws, and he is not somebody that can avoid getting this smoke if he gonna get it. Donald J. Trump has just been accused, as he has came out yesterday and said that anybody who keeps asking about the Epstein files, they're troublemakers. And all the people who want transparency with the Epstein files are troublemakers, is what Donald Trump recently said yesterday. Now today, there's an interview out right now from a former Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, right? That goes by the name of Stacy Williams. You may have heard of her before. She's Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend. Now, Stacy Williams, ex-girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein, and I'm going to read the report to y'all because the link to the article is in the description box below this video. And I'm going to say this again. When y'all come in this channel, understand one thing, man. I praise God. I don't praise man. Point blank, period. You understand what I'm saying? I don't worship man. I can respect when a man's out here doing what he's supposed to do, showing love, and just being a general good person to people. But I don't respect liars and scumbags. I just don't. And people who mistreat people and all this other stuff and talk shit to people and all these other, I don't respect that. You know what I mean? Treat people right, man. Treat people the way you want people to treat you, and the world to be a better place. And stop capping for these dudes because you like their policies and shit like that when they ain't good moral people. Now, this article says former Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Stacy Williams detailed a disturbing encounter from 1993 where she alleges former President Donald Trump groped her at the Trump Towers in the presence of her then boyfriend, Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Mrs. Williams, who dated Jeffrey Epstein for approximately 4 to 5 months in the early 90s, also described the close relationship between Epstein and Donald Trump, saying they were best friends and suggesting that they were up to no good. Now, Mrs. Williams recounted that incident early in the 1993 year, where she and Epstein whom she was casually dating, visited Trump Tower in New York City. Now, according to Mrs. Williams, Jeffrey Epstein suggested that they stop by to see Donald Trump while they were walking on Fifth Ave. Moments after arriving, Mrs. Williams alleged that Trump greeted her and immediately began groping her. And see to this person right here who says, why she wait 32 years to report it? No, she didn't. If you know your role and shut your mouth like the Rock say, you're going to hear what's going on, ma'am. So know your role and shut your mouth, and you're going to hear what the great one has to say. Just listen. It's going to play out. Don't worry. I got that covered. So moments after Mrs. Williams arrived, she alleged that Donald Trump greeted her and immediately began groping her, right? Touching her breast, her hips, and her booty without consent. Now let me stop right there. You know why I don't find that out of the realm of possibility? Well, I'm gonna tell you why I don't. Because Donald Trump himself is on a hot mic saying that he likes to grab him by the P-U-S-S-Ys. But I guess Miss, what's your name? Blue Sky's mom, you forgot about that. Oh, yeah. That's him on tape saying that. And he did a deposition about that and didn't back down from his statements. He didn't back down from those statements. Let's keep going. See, but you're not going to tell the truth about that. You're not going to tell the truth about that. Well, let's keep going on. She described the experience as shocking, stating, and it's a white woman. This ain't no black woman. It's a white woman accusing a white man. Come on now. The second he was in front of me, she said, he pulled me into him, right? To the person who says, I don't believe this at all, Julia Perez, okay, no problem. You sit your ass down and shut the hell up and enjoy the show then, because I ain't finished yet. The second he was in front of me, he pulled me into him, and his hands were just on me and didn't come off. She noted that Trump and Epstein appeared to be smiling at each other during the encounter, leading her to believe that it was a coordinated act or a twisted game between the two men. Williams, then in her 20s, says she froze during the incident, overwhelmed by confusion and shame. She recalled Epstein's demeanor shifting as they left Trump Tower, describing him as seething and berating her on the sidewalk, saying, why did you let him do that? This reaction, coupled with the men's behavior, left her with a quote-unquote sickening feeling that the encounter was orchestrated. Williams ended her relationship with Epstein shortly after. Throughout her interview with host Breonna Keeler, Mrs. Williams emphasized the close friendship between Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump. She stated that during her time dating Epstein, Trump was the only friend that Epstein consistently mentioned, referring to him as his bro and wingman. Williams shared that Epstein frequently spoke of spending time with Donald Trump, and she met Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's associate, at his New York home. It became very clear then that he and Donald were really, really good friends and spent a lot of time together, she said, recalling their interactions at a 1992 Christmas party hosted by Donald Trump at the Plaza Hotel. Williams' claims align with documented accounts of Epstein and Donald Trump's relationship in the 90s. Photos and videos from that period, including a 1997 image of the two at Mar-a-Lago and a 1992 video showing them joking together at a party, corroborate their close association. Trump once described Epstein as a quote-unquote terrific guy. This is what Trump said, who enjoyed the company of younger women. This is what Trump said. Your president right now, this is what he said. You can't deny that. He said that. A statement he later distanced himself from after Epstein's 2008 conviction as a sex offender. Mrs. Williams provided further evidence of her interaction with Donald Trump, sharing a postcard. Let me repeat this again. She shared a postcard that she claims Donald Trump sent her agent later in 1993. The postcard, featuring an aerial view of Mar-a-Lago, Trump's Palm Beach resort, was inscribed with the message, "Stacy, you're home away from home. Love, Donald." This artifact, verified by media outlets including The Guardian and ABC News, has been cited as supporting her account. Williams also referenced a 2003 birthday letter that Donald Trump allegedly sent to Jeffrey Epstein, which included the drawing of a nude woman as further evidence of their close and questionable relationship. She laughed off Trump's claim that the letter was fake, stating, "Are you kidding me? I know what they were up to together." Williams' allegations, right, are supported by accounts from friends she confided in over the years. Two friends interviewed by the New York Times and the ABC News that Mrs. Williams shared details of the incidents with them back in 2006, 2015, and 2018. One friend, Allison Gutwillinger, recalled seeing the Mar-a-Lago postcard with Donald Trump's handwritten notes in 2015, when Williams discussed the alleged groping after Trump announced his presidential candidacy. Williams also mentioned the incident in social media posts in 2020 and 2024 and referenced it in a 2022 documentary about the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Though she did not name Trump at the time, the timing of Mrs. Williams' public disclosure, first shared in detail during the quote-unquote Survivors for Kamala Zoom call on October 21st, 2024, has drawn scrutiny from the Trump campaign. The event, organized by a group supporting Vice President Kamala Harris, but not officially affiliated with her campaign, prompted Trump's team to dismiss the allegations as unequivocally false and politically motivated. Campaign spokesperson Carolyn Levitt suggested the claims were fabricated to distract from unrelated allegations against Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, which Emhoff's team has denied. Mrs. Williams' allegations add to a series of sexual misconduct allegations against the President Donald J. Trump, with over a dozen women, including E. Jean Carroll, who won, not lost, won a civil case against Donald Trump for sexual abuse in 2023. Oh, but by the way, people still took their ass to the polls and voted for this guy. I told you, this is why I don't vote. I don't trust either side. I think they're all full of shit. This is why I don't vote. So, like I said before, one bird, two wings, all the same shit. Let's keep going. Coming forward over the years, her account also reignites questions about Trump's ties to Epstein, who died allegedly by unaliving himself in 2019 while awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. While Trump has claimed that he was not a fan of Epstein and banned him from Mar-a-Lago after his criminal activities became public, Mrs. Williams' statements and historical records suggest a closer relationship in the 1990s. Mrs. Williams told CNN that she initially hesitated to come forward due to family considerations and shame she felt, but the Me Too movement and her participation in the Sports Illustrated documentary gave her courage to speak out. I think there's an evolution of contending with your abuse, and it doesn't happen overnight, she said. Her allegations, coupled with insights into Epstein and Trump's relationship, continue to fuel public debate about accountability and legacy of Epstein's network. Now, right? I want you to hear I want you to hear it, because it's one thing when you hear it from me. I want you to hear it from her. Let's go.
Jeffrey Epstein's ex-girlfriend speaking out tonight. Stacy Williams, a former Sports Illustrated model who dated Epstein in the early 90s, has spent time with both Epstein and Donald Trump together.
You can unsubscribe, sir. I don't give a damn. You ain't got to announce it. Just take your ass and get the hell out of here. What the hell is wrong with you, ma'am? What the hell is wrong with you? No, I don't vote. I don't like Kamala Harris. I don't like Donald Trump. I don't trust either one of them. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm a grown-ass man. If I don't want to vote for either one of the evils, I don't have to. If you want to vote, guess what? That's your prerogative. You a grown-ass woman. And guess what? You ain't even got to unsubscribe. I'm going to block your ass. Now get your ass out of my chat. I'm going to block your ass. I'm a grown-ass man. I can do what I want to do. I have a right just like you have rights. You have rights to vote. You have rights to not vote. You have rights. If you, let me tell y'all something, right? If you don't see something you like, let's just say you walk into a store, right? You don't see no food you like. Do you have to buy something out that store? No, you don't. I can just leave. I ain't got to buy shit out of here. If I walk into a clothing store and I don't see no clothes in this store I like, I don't have to buy some clothes at the store just to buy something. I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. Right? I told you guys, all these people are full of it. Every last one of them. This is why we're in the state we're at right now. You see the flaws all over the place. People want somebody that's going to come in and tell the truth and not give a damn about the repercussions and have 1,000% transparency. When you don't get that, when you get people coming out here huttering and stuttering and shit like that and halfway wanting to put out files and not wanting complete transparency, that's not draining the swamp. I'm sorry. You can't be transparent on one thing and then not have full transparency on another thing when it pertains to you. No, I'm sorry. When you are a leader of men, you have to have full transparency when you're a leader of men. You understand what I'm saying? When you're a leader of women, you have to have full transparency. Donald J. Trump is on tape saying, grab him by the pussy. He's on tape saying that. That you can never take that away. And he did a deposition and didn't back down from those statements in his deposition. Online right now, the deposition's still online. But like I said, you'll have these delusional people that will still march their ass up here and say, oh, well, hey, man, I ain't worried about that. But you worried about Diddy. Diddy's evil, but Donald Trump's the president of the United States. Make it make sense. Let's keep going.
In one disturbing alleged incident, which Williams went public with last year before the presidential election, Williams says Trump groped her in front of Epstein at Trump Tower in 1993. Here's what she told our son, Fadi, when she first broke her silence.
The second he was in front of me, he pulled me into him, and his hands were just on me and didn't come off. Then the hands started moving, and they were on the side of my breasts, on my hips, back down to my butt, back up, sort of. Then they were just on me the whole time, and I froze.
Williams also claimed that Epstein and Trump looked at each other and smiled during the alleged incident, which Williams says she now believes was coordinated and, quote, some kind of weird, twisted game. Trump denied Williams's allegations through his campaign at the time, which said in part, quote, it's obvious this fake story was contrived by Kamala Harris's campaign. And Stacy Williams is out front now to speak out for the first time since the uproar Trump's handling of the Epstein case. Stacy, thank you so much for joining us tonight. As you know, Epstein is dominating the news once again, and his relationship with Trump is under scrutiny. While you were dating Epstein, can you tell us how close these two men were?
They were best friends. I did.
This brother says, why are you not talking about Obama? Because first of all, Obama is not the president of the United States. Second of all, I didn't vote for Barack Obama. And third of all, I don't give a damn about Barack Obama because he's not the president of the United States and controlling the country. Anything else you got to say, sir? Your buck dancing bonanza? Why you not talking about Obama? He ain't the president of the United States. His ass is out of office. and I didn't vote for him. And I wouldn't vote for him because I don't believe his ass either. Got a problem with it? Got a problem with it? That's what I thought. I ain't the one, brother.
Did Jeffrey for a period of more or less, I think about 4 or 5 months. And the only friend that he would mention every time we saw each other or had a phone conversation was Donald. And he would share a lot of anecdotes. I have plenty of anecdotes. And yeah, they were very close and they were up to no good.
And how did Epstein talk about Trump? Sort of what was the quality of those anecdotes and how he described him?
Hey, stranger, do you dare to
let me say this. Hold on. I want to say this to y'all. I want to say this to everybody too. Why I thought about this, because he want to bring up Obama and all these other people. Bro, I don't care about Obama. I don't care about Biden. None of them people. Bro, listen. I've said this 1,000 times. Here's why you can't trust people like that, brother. Biden wouldn't hold his own son accountable, but he'll hold yours accountable. As the president of the United States, you have a absolute responsibility to all the people, not just some of the people, to all the people and the citizens of the United States of America. So when you give your son a pass, but you won't give other criminals a pass who had did the same thing as your son, you can't be in leadership. You're not a leader, in my opinion. I don't give a damn if you was father or not, because once you're in that leadership position, then your duties as a father, yes, you're always going to be a father, but you have to also move as a man and a leader. And when Joe Biden showed y'all that, first of all, he couldn't even be honest about his physical state, which lets y'all know what type time they on, then they showed y'all it won't even going to be no truth about how I'm going to dictate right and wrong in this world. When your own son out here doing shit and you supposed to be a leader and he can't have the same punishment as everybody else got, now you got to go. Got to go. Got to go. And it's not even that, it's more than that. It's more than that. It's his history too. Joe Biden's history too. I told y'all, man, all of you people, man, same network, bro. His history too. Donald Trump come around here making y'all feel like he's some type of candidate that's, oh, we ain't seen this type of candidate. He kind of drained the swamp. He's from the swamp. Wasn't he representing Democrats at first? I'll wait. Wasn't he representing and down with the Democrats at first? I'll wait. That's what I thought. Now all of a sudden Democrats ain't shit. It's this, that, and third. Nah, man, it don't work on me. I'm sorry. I'm cut from a whole different cloth, Playboy.
There was a time when he mentioned he had to check in on him because he was unwell and very upset about something that had happened. I remember because he was late to pick me up and he was explaining why he was late. They were just, it was such a long time ago, but it was just, that was his bro, that was his wingman. It was clearly, I'd hear about Ghislaine and I'd hear about Jeffrey. And I met Ghislaine in his house. She would come walking in and out the home in New York. So he was clearly just someone that he talked about all the time. And again, I met Jeffrey the second time and we started dating based on the reintroduction that happened at the Plaza Hotel at a Christmas party in 1992 that Donald Trump threw. They were very, very close.
So let's talk about this incident, alleged incident in 1993, where you say that Trump groped you.
That's exactly what I said, sir. I said Donald Trump was rolling with the Democrats. He put his money behind them. He supported them. He was friends with Hillary and all these people, sir. So don't make it seem like he's some candidate that come out the woodworks that ain't got no ties politically and none of this stuff. Once you start putting your money behind people and putting that type of support behind people, you rolling with them. Point blank period. Don't nobody want to hear no excuses. So you take your dusty ass, Riddick Bowe looking ass off my screen, sir. We don't have no cap like that in my rap, nigga. Period. He helped fund them. He was rolling with them. He was cool with them. Point blank period. Him and Hillary were friends. Come on, man. Well, let's keep it 100. He ain't come out of nowhere from either party. He a real independent trailblazer. No, he was a part of the system. Point blank, period. And he was rolling with the Democrats, right? Then what happened? They wouldn't rock with him the way he thought he's supposed to be rocked with, so he rolled with the Republicans. Came out like he's some type of ultra candidate that's outside of the party, and he's some type of businessman now. He was rolling with it. Cut it out, man. We're going to tell the truth over here and shame the devils, all of them.
In front of Epstein. I do want to note that CNN has spoken to 3 friends of yours who confirmed that you told them about this alleged incident over past decades. Can you tell me more about what happened that day and particularly how Trump and Epstein interacted?
Yeah, before I get into the details of what happened, which, obviously I told you guys and I've shared with multiple outlets, the specifics of the assault that happened, I want to point out that I was polygraphed before I did all this by one of the most renowned examiners in the world. Michael Wolff has hundreds of hours of interviews with Jeffrey Epstein where Jeffrey confirmed to Michael what the two of them did to me long before I came out and told you all of this. So those are 2 critical data points that you need to have, and now I'll walk you through what happened. I was dating Jeffrey. He was always talking about Donald. It was his bestie and everything, and he was joking about how Donald thought I was hot, and Donald thinks I'm this or whatever, wants to talk to you, and he was telling me this as we were taking a walk down Fifth Avenue one day, and he said, let's stop in and see him at his offices. So we went up to his office in Trump Tower, and within a couple of minutes, Donald was outside of his door, and his hands were all over me. They were on my breasts, they were on my butt, they were on, my hips, up and down. Well, the 2 of them just kept having a normal conversation. I don't remember exactly what was in the conversation. Again, this was, we're talking 90, this is 93 now. It was something about, it was irrelevant. It was like, oh, Stacy's career's on fire.
Nah, brother, it's not about trying to tear you down, brother, but you need to get this cooking. It's all love, but you need to get this cooking. You came in here making statements that wasn't true. You came in here making statements that I didn't say. I said Donald Trump was rolling with the Democrats. That's a true statement. Is that true or false, sir? Exodor, is that true or false that Donald Trump was rolling with the Democrats? They was all cool. Him, Hillary, Bill, they were all cool. All these people he talking shit about, they were all cool. You can pull up pictures of these people together at all kind of events. These people were all cool with each other. That's the part I don't understand. Why y'all be trying to make it seem like this dude just came out the woodworks and he's some type of trailblazer that's going against the system? No, he was down with all these people. They were all together. All these people were cool. They fell out. What do you think happened with him and Rosie O'Donnell? All these people were cool when they fell out. Donald Trump fell out with all these people. Period. These are all facts. Ain't none of them better. Obama told you a bunch of crap that he was going to go do, got in the office, and what did he do? Come on, man. Joe Biden. Look at his history. That's all I got to say. They talk about Donald Trump's history. Look at Joe Biden's history. These are facts. Then, like I said, that man sat up there with a straight face. His son went through the legal system and was found guilty in a court of law. What did he do? Gave him the easy route. He's supposed to be a leader of men. Anybody else, he'd have sent their son straight to prison. But you're supposed to be a leader. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop this stuff. See, that's why I told y'all this. Bring me a candidate that ain't with none of this nonsense and foolishness, and then we can talk. See, this is the part y'all don't know about me. I used to be heavy into politics like almost 15 years ago. When I was real young, I used to get heavy into politics, and I didn't trust any of them. You know the one guy that I kind of liked that was in politics? Jesse the Body Ventura. But he never ran for president. because he wasn't putting these real associations and with these people. He had different ideas. I like how Jesse the Body was talking, right? Jesse the Body used to give everybody that smoke politically. I'm just telling y'all what it is. So when we look at different situations like this and that and that and this, all these people, I'm telling y'all again, man, bro, I see it. I see it. And when you have a guy like Donald Trump on tape, let me say this again, on tape, saying that, hey man, he grabbing him by the P-U-S-S-Y, bro, what else we talking about? This is why I tell y'all see all these people, and this is why, like, people will get mad at me because I come cook Diddy, right? Oh man, y'all cooking Diddy. Bro, ain't nobody running for no Donald Trump. He right up in there, he used to hang out with Diddy. But people don't want to see that part. He hung out with Epstein, but people don't want to see that part. Y'all hate Hillary, he hung out with Hillary, but y'all don't want to see that part. He hung out with Bill. He's cool with Barack Obama right now. Come on, bro. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. All right? So when you tell me, hey, man, I'm going to give you two candidates, man, choose the lesser of the evils, I'm not choosing either of you. It is what it is. You're not going to have me lock myself into either evil. I don't care if it's small or big. I don't want either part of either one of them. Give me somebody that's going to come in here and really be about what they say they're about. Right? Where I ain't got to have all these scandals of these dudes allegedly forcing themselves on women, being caught on hot mics, got all these multiple women coming out making allegations against them. Come on, man. We can't do that, bro. Come on, man.
She just did Sports Illustrated again, blah, 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 blah. And they were back and forth, smiling and grinning and carrying on a conversation while Donald ran his hands all over me. And, when that happens in broad daylight in someone's office and an assistant's walking back and forth, you're in shock. If it happens in a dark alleyway, right, you defend yourself. But when it's hidden in its brazenness like that, which is Donald Trump's forte, you go into shock. So I froze, and it was over and very quickly. It was a few minutes, and then we got back in the elevator.
Hey, I want to say something to that brother who just said something in the comment section. I want y'all to think about something. This are all the people who voted for Donald Trump. Imagine voting somebody in to do a service for you in the country. I want y'all to think about this now. This is the type of leadership that I want everybody who voted for Trump. I want y'all to think about something. Imagine voting for somebody and then you not being able to give them your opinion if they don't agree with it. I want you to think about something. Imagine voting for somebody like that and then him turning around and saying, if you disagree with him on anything, you're a troublemaker, you're this, you're that, name calling, right? Oh, you're not MAGA, you're all, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And Jeffrey's energy had changed. He was like seething, he was enraged, he would make eye contact with me. And then we got out on the street on Fifth Avenue, and he looked at me and he just started yelling at me, saying, why did you let him do that? And he was so enraged. And then I remember thinking, like, why did I? I felt like I was coming back into my body at that moment. And I was confused.
Mind games. Epstein playing mind games with that girl, making her feel like, oh, I wasn't cool with that. When she said that later on, she felt like it was coordinated. Mind games, making you think that, oh yeah, I wouldn't condone that, not knowing if you was gonna go to the cops.
So that's the story of the assault.
I do just want to note, Stacy, that Trump has denied these allegations, which you are well aware of. And I know at times you've referenced videos which we have not confirmed the existence of. I know that you felt that this was coordinated later when you look back on it. What was it that made you draw that conclusion?
Well, I was sort of known in the industry for being somewhat combative with, photographers who would expose themselves or do inappropriate things, or even guys who would touch or harass on the streets. And Jeffrey was aware of that. And I think he was excited. I think the gist in my mind, given what he knew and the way it played out, was, hey, I'm going to deliver this person to you who's actually not going to let you get away with what you do. And I did, because I froze. Like I said, when it's hidden in its brazenness like that, you freeze. And, he's a master of that. So, I mean, he talked about it, right? He talked about pussy grabbing on the Access Hollywood tape.
Damn sure did.
And tonight, if you're aware, President Trump has filed this libel lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal over its reporting that there was this note bearing Trump's name as a signature and an outline of a naked woman that was included in a 50th birthday album for Epstein in 2003. A note that also depicted an imaginary conversation between the two men. And part of it reads, quote, Donald saying, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do. Come to think of it, Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me that the last time I saw you." And then finally, Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Trump called that letter fake. He said it was out of character for him because he never wrote a picture or drew a picture in his life. Wrote a picture, I think he said. No, it's not his kind of language. Based on your time with both men, does that sound out of character to you?
Are you kidding me? I know what they were up to together. It happened to me. I was polygraphed. I have the post-assault postcard with a love note. So I have the receipts. Where are Donald Trump's receipts? Where are they? I know what they're up together, and I know what that means. It's very clear. It wasn't baking.
See how they chopping it up now? Chopping it up when you start cooking these cats. Like I said, y'all see what's up, man. Y'all see what's up, man. Like I said before, man, I don't trust none of these cats, man, at all. No trust in none of them. I think that all of them is full of it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean every word I said when I said it. I think all of them are full of it. But you guys definitely let me know what y'all think. Salute to everybody supported this stream. Everybody supported this chat. Matter of fact, I got a couple donations. If y'all want to donate the Cash App, PayPal link pinned at the top. Shout out to Eartha County with the donation. Salute to you. And also shout out to Michelle Jensen with the donation as well. If y'all want to donate, hit me up. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what everybody feel about this. Where y'all stand at on this? Donald Trump is saying he's innocent. This woman is saying, yeah, right. She said she took a polygraph. This woman said she took a lie detector test, and she said she got receipts. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about that. And answer this question. Donald Trump has sued the Wall Street Journal, and we did this on my other channel. Make sure y'all click that link in the description box and subscribe to my other channel. We talked about this last night. Or no, the night before last. Donald Trump is suing the Wall Street Journal for $10 billion for defamation of character. Why he ain't suing Elon Musk? Elon Musk on X banging on this dude every single day. Even right now, he going off on this dude. Every day he banging on this dude. He ain't no lawsuit, no nothing. But he sues the Wall Street Journal for $10 billion. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I just want somebody to make that make sense. And I'm gonna love when this case. You know what? I'm happy Donald Trump is suing the Wall Street Journal. You know why? Because now it has to go to what they call discovery. And what is discovery? We get to see the evidence, witnesses, evidence, witnesses, evidence. Oh yeah, it's gonna get it cracking now. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drought weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.